It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. And in our Mavericks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And let's take a look now at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And here's Memphis's starting group. And it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. And for the Mavericks, Smith out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's Reed in at the 5. Well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, I made it 19 years in the league, and at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Fades back. Reed, no good. Mirasan, the pass to Duncan. Here's Wade. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
No doubt. That game tells you what kind of team they are. They weren't at their best that night and still got the win.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Wade, the pass to Duncan, and the layup is good off the glass.
Look at how comfortable Duncan is inside the paint. He knows those close range angles like no other. He's special in that regard.
Now here's Reed. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Wade, the pass to Duncan. Oh, Durant with a steal. And he lays it in on the break.
You know, he shows off the awareness and agility, not only at the start of the play there, but Durant showing you he can finish the play too.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
The Mavericks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire. And Mirasan is an absolute behemoth, a mammoth of a man. 7'7". He uses his size to his advantage. He is a giant.
So he gets them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
On the wing, Durant. Now here's Reed. The D's right on him. To the middle. Intercepted. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Baylor. Here's Mirasan. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Back to Durant. Blocked! And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Durant.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Bird. Here's Wade. 9 points for him in his last game. Shot clock at 5. And Reed pulls it down.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's West. Back to Durant. Pulls it in from the elbow, and he hits the jumper. Durant's got 6 points.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Pass to Bird. Here's Baylor. Here's Wade. He's scoreless. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Wade catching them off guard that time with the nice dribble move.
Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Memphis with a rebound. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season. Baylor. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Here's West. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Bowen. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Duncan. He can't get it to go. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Durant. Pass to Capella. Tipped. Here's Duncan, guarded by Durant. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Refusing to let anybody get in his way. That was a physical man's jam by Wade.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Mavericks. Giddey comes in for Durant. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Now here's Giddey. Shoots over Hill, and that one's good. Giddey.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Outside, Green. Fox outside. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Pass to West.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Bowen. Green covering. Capella, screen on Green. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And Fox has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Pass to Duncan. They set a pick. Pulls it. And that one's good. Green.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Here's West. Memphis with a rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Eden. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
You know, Tim Duncan does a nice job, especially when one of his guys is open. That floor awareness of his, dime drop.
Here's Bowen. From deep. No luck on that one. Hill against Giddey. Shots good by Hill. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Inside, Hill can be a problem finding a way to get around the defense and score the ball.
Here's West. Oh, no good on the the last-second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies out in front, up 9. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Smith, Josh Giddey out there with ball. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Duncan, the pass to Wade. Here's Murison, guarded by Reed. Pass to Baylor. Gets the 3 to fall. Baylor's got 5 points.
You know, passing is one of Bird's many attributes. He's got a great eye for finding open teammates that are ready to shoot it.
Durant with it. Fires for 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
With the crossover. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team foul.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Mavericks trail by 6. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Durant offline with a baseline jumper. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Yes, it's good. He's got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Durant. Ball finds Capella. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Smith no good. Grizzlies lead by 8. Going inside. A nice shot by Duncan. Duncan's gotten 4 this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot from Pete Giddey. The rebound by Baylor.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Capella. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Oh, I love seeing Capella be more aggressive inside. When he does this, he's capable of drawing contact.
Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. No good on the free throw.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
And the second free throw is good. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Ball surveys the floor. Here's Reed, and off the glass. That one's good. Reed's got his second basket on the night.
When Reed squares up, this is where he wants to do it from. That in-between area, his sweet spot.
Here's Wade. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Oh, sweet move. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, on offense, Wade has such a sudden burst, especially on the drive when he looks to get inside.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we've got a moment here to show you this season's most aggressive defensive teams. Memphis, number 1.
And what's been most impressive about this team is how intense they've been on the defensive end. It's not just 1 or 2 guys getting blocks for them. It's been a team effort, which is why they lead the league in blocks per game.
Here's West. They know they can count on him for consistent offense with 16 a game. Pass to Reed. And the slam dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
Here's Baylor. Capella with a rebound.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Ball passes to Reed. Here's West. The three-pointer off the mark.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now Capella. Pass the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's West. It's rebounded by Memphis. Mirasan's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Here's West. Memphis with a rebound. Driving to the basket. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, an explosive athlete, the precursor to the high flyers, prone to the spectacular. Baylor with a strong move.
Down low. It's stolen. Mirasan, the pass to Wade. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Wade is simply one of the very best in the league at drawing fouls.
It's his first trip to the line. So for Dallas, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Vanderbilt comes in for Reed. And it's Kevin Durant in for Ball. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 14. Here's West. Oh, that's got to feel good. That basket makes him 1 for 8.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
A minute 15 left in the half. The shot's good.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Durant against Hill, and here's Vanderbilt from the arc. It's hauled in by Hill.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to West. Over Fox. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Baylor, the pass to Fox. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Hill. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. Back after this.
Greetings, everybody. Before we delve into the first half analysis, let's bring you up to speed on the power rankings at this critical stage of the season. How much weight do you put on the power rankings against the actual standings?
I know a lot of folks like to analyze the stats, but in terms of teams' true power, wins and losses are the only numbers that matter.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're taking the traditional.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. It's an 18-point game on the court for Memphis. And it's Baylor in at the shooting guard position.
First in points off the break, and they're sitting at number 2 in the NBA in field goal percentage. They've got a smart offensive system in place. You won't see them forcing shots too often.
And in today's NBA, it's all about the three-point shot, right? And these guys shoot it at such a phenomenal clip. Tops in the league, in fact. Their ability to space the floor is exceptional. Here's Wade. Clock at 6. Elbow shot on the way. Yep, that one goes. Wade's got 11.
You know, for a guy who is listed at 6'4", Wade does an awful lot of damage inside. Uses his strength and leaping ability.
Smith passes to Durant. Inside, here's West. It's deflected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Bird. Here's Baylor. And it's off from three-point range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And here's the fast break. Here's Smith. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Smith's gotten his first bucket of the night.
KD does such a great job playing the angles. He'll pass it off to a better option if he can.
Here's Wade. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Green is checked in.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite two-guard who is also a clutch performer.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And taking a look at our 2K leaderboard, the best ball distributors amongst point guards. Lonzo Ball, number 1.
And when you're a point guard, you always want to be in this position, leading the league in assists. You just know his teammates love playing with him.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show.
And Durant gets it to go.
Great touch from KD, great range too.
Grizzlies lead by 14. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Back to Ball. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Wade, the pass to Duncan. That shot off the mark. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Pass to Reed. Here's West. Green covering to the paint. The shot, and Ball gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Here's Duncan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Tim Duncan, just an absolute beast at the 4. He lets his play do all of his talking.
Josh Giddey's checked in for ball. Here's West. Green covering. No good off the glass.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Murasan, that's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Reed, the rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Bird. Here's Duncan. Down low. It's intercepted. Here's West. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Reed, and it's Jared Vanderbilt in for Smith. Here's Fox. Nails the 16-footer. Fox has got his first 2 points of the night.
The sweet stroke of Fox. Lefties always make it look so good.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Offensive board, and that one is stuffed right through.
Bird throwing it down. He doesn't do that a lot, but he showed you right there. He can do it when he needs to.
Here's West. He's got 9. It's hauled in by Eaton.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Giddey. Okongwu, a screen on Hill. Durant for 3. Drains the triple. Durant's got 17 points.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
You have to credit the defense. Adjusts his feet, takes the hit, and gets the call.
Both teams will make substitutions. Memphis leading by 18. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And he lobs it up and stolen by Durant. Here's the break. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Hey, it's all about W's for Durant. I mean, he understands that feeding open teammates is how you make that happen.
Baylor, the pass to Fox. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Dallas foul. Onyeka Okongwu. First personal foul.
Take a break.
Third
Take
team
a break.
foul.
2 shots.
De'Aaron Fox. 2 shots.
Free throw's good for Fox.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dallas. And so he makes both from the line.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Bowen, no good on the triple.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, "Let me remind you," with that rejection.
Wade.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mavericks trail by 18.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Okongwu, the pass to Durant. Here's West.
Since the break, he has really struggled to get going.
Off the mark there with a 3. Inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Here's West. He's got 9. Clock is at 3. 4-3. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 11. Here's Murson. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Now into the lineup for your Mavericks. Number 2, Lonzo.
5 ticks left in the third quarter. From deep, Capella hits a three-pointer. Capella's got 6. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Memphis ahead, leading by 17. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is Mike.
We're not talking to each other.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kevin Durant is out there with Smith, then it's Ball, and it's Reed in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Stolen. Duncan, the pass to Wade. Here's Duncan. Pass to Wade. Three-pointer. Smith with the rebound. Ball outside. Up top, Smith. To the inside. Durant. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. A nice shot by Duncan. And the Grizzlies lead by 21. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Reed, no good. Grizzlies lead by 21. And he lobs it up to the rim. Pass to Durant. Lots of room. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Durant's got 19 points.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Baylor, the pass to Bird. Here's Wade, hounded by Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Bird. With the clock winding down. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Bird passes to Duncan. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points, and he makes your team a ton better.
To the middle. Oh, deflected. In transition, here they come.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Inside, here's Reed. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
That one's no good.
And, you know, you talk about leadership. It comes in a lot of different forms and ways, and guys that provide that solid foundation for a team. Reed is one of those guys.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Memphis leading by 22. Now here's Hill.
Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions. What a finish with a reverse dunk.
How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. And rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Miller, the pass to Bowen. Hill against Giddey. Memphis with a rebound. Mirasan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Hill. Back to Fox. Count that one.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Miller, the pass to Reed. Now Giddey. Check by Hill. Reed with it. The Grizzlies pull it in. And here's Fox to the inside. Deflects the pass. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Bowen can't hit. And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-5 run. Hill against Miller. Fades away. And that one comes up a bit short. The Mavericks have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Giddey against Fox. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive.
Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. 2K Sports presents Thursday night in the 3-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Booker out there with Richardson. Then it's Williams. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Davis in at the 4 slot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you look at this year's Denver team, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Well, the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
So he gets them both.
Well, he's one of the best rebounders we've ever seen. Drummond controls the defensive glass, and at the other end, he creates second-chance opportunities.
Thompson inside the line. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Bounce pass, Davis. Booker, with no one around, trains the three-pointer.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
Here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Drummond. They retain possession. Harden outside. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Harden against Richardson. Pass to Drummond. Here's Booker. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Here's Williams. Denver grabs the miss.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Harden inside the three-point line. The Nuggets with another miss.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here's Thompson. 11 points last game. Shot from the wing. Harden, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Richardson. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Booker kicks to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Clock at 2. The Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Thurman. To the paint, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. And a strong finish with two hands.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Now here's Booker. Looking at his numbers right now, averaging 27 points a game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Denver. Both free throws good from Booker. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession, and you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
That's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
My goodness. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Jalen Duren comes in for Drummond. And it's McGinnis in for Anthony Davis. Booker, good.
And brilliant play from Booker. Got it away in time before the defense could close.
Harden against Richardson. Takes a three. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now Bosch, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Siakam passes to Harden. Siakam a screen on Richardson. Pass to Brown. From past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Richardson the pass to McGinnis. Now Williams. Here's McGinnis. He has yet to score. Back to Williams. He gets it in there.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the season have really been standing out. Here's Brown. Really had troubles in the loss to Portland.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Harden. The kick out to Bosch. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Now here's Bosch. It's tipped.
Well, Duren making his physical presence known.
Richardson outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pelicans shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Maggetti's checked in for New Orleans.
Richardson at the line for one.
Free throw off from Richardson. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Now, here's Siakam after Jaylen Brown's miss.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Brown against Maggette. Over Brown. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Bosch bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 9 points and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
And he gets it back. Harden. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
Richardson the pass to Jones. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Right block shot, and it's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 9. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Harden outside. There's the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Harden out there with Thompson. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Thurman in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. No good from Maggette. The Nuggets trail by 9. Brown the pass to Harden. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
Thompson inside the line. Pelicans with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case. Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Now here's Williams. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Maggette against Brown. No good from Maggette. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the foul called on Corey Maggette. That is his first foul of the game. Denver calls timeout.
Denver calls time.
Some changes for New Orleans. Andre Drummond's checked in for Jalen Duren. Anthony Davis comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Devin Booker in for Maggette. Richardson against Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Richardson. Harden, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Denver passing it around and stolen by Drummond.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Now, here's Thompson. Their scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the three or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year, they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics.
And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal. Well, Thurman is an intimidating presence at center. He's athletic, strong, and an elite defender. Also determined to attack the glass.
Now here's Booker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix. 2 on the clock. Connects from three-point range. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Throws it up high. An emphatic LU jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Williams, and it's blocked. And he stays with it. Outside, Davis. The second chance effort. Denver grabs the miss. Thurman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Thompson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Nuggets. And the Pelicans making a change here. And he can't hit the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Richardson outside. Left side, Davis. Fires away from way outside. That doesn't go either for Davis. Bosh will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. The jump hook, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Richardson the pass to Davis. Oh, Davis showing his range.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
They set the screen. Inside, here's Thurman. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thurman's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Booker. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. some changes here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. McGinnis comes in for Anthony Davis. And Jones subbed in for Richardson. McGinnis with the screen on Hart.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Thompson. Booker's shot is good.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Here's Thompson. Denver with a new 14. Here's Bosch. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Bosch has got his first points of the night.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Duren. Duren sets the screen for Booker. Just 4 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 12. It's deflected. It's stolen by Jones. Booker in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Again, the miss by Booker. The Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Bosch can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 12. To the inside. Booker taking the hit.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Harden scanning the floor. Bosch kicks to Thompson. Lock at 6. Turner with a screen for Thompson. The Nuggets with another miss. Down low, here's Blackman. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's New Orleans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
Hello, basketball fans. Anthony Davis has been the story of this game so far. An incredible start.
Well, let me tell you something. We're seeing an aggressive AD tonight. He's using that combination of size, skill, and athleticism to cause trouble. Just like a genie, you can't put him in a bottle because I am Kazam.
Yeah, it takes one to know one. Living that genie life. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You know, for the Pelicans, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So for New Orleans right now, Williams is out there with Davis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Drummond in at center. Count that one. Thompson's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Denver.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
Outside, Davis for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bosh has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the screen. Thompson misses. New Orleans leading by 14. Davis kicks to Richardson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. And Richardson drops them both.
Say this about Richardson. He is a fearless player. There isn't an opponent who doesn't think he can dominate or a situation he can't take charge of. There is no back down in Michael Ray. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nuggets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And he knocks down the first one. And so Johnson nails both of them. Here's Richardson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Booker. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And the first one drops.
And a member of the NBA 75 team, Anthony Davis is the rare franchise player, someone you build your entire organization around.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Nuggets trail by 15. Harden the pass to Thompson. He lobs it up, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Davis.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now, here's Richardson. Booker outside. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. Shots good by Booker.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Timeout.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Denver calls timeout. is checked in for Drummond. Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting two guards in the NBA. James Harden, third, and of course, Devin Booker.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Well, basketball is about efficiency, and with how well these guys shoot from the line, I'd be trying to get them there as much as possible.
And so here is New Orleans. Denver able to drain the three. Pass to Booker. Wide open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his third assist on the night. Knocked loose and stolen by Richardson. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Davis setting the pick for Booker. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he's good on the three ball.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Now here's Richardson. Davis has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Davis has got 16.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
New Orleans leading by 17. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in, and the Pelicans also making a change. Maggetti's checked in, 6 on the shot clock. Thompson for 3. Rebound by Williams. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's sent back by Bosch. Thompson against Richardson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
His first personal foul. 13 foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep, and until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams changing it up here. He's off on the second. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Siakam. Still without a basket. Over Jones. Siakam misses.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Duran with a screen on Bosch. To the middle. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Back to Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Turner with a screen for Thompson. Pass to Turner. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 5th rebound in this one. Maggette outside. Shoots from the elbow. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thompson against Jones. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Duran's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Maggette. Baseline jumper. That's short off the rim.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spill, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver, trailing by 19. Pass to Brown. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Siakam. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Maggette against Siakam. No good from Maggette.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Richardson. Over in the corner, Williams. Off target from three-point range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans on top, up 19. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Nuggets trailed by 19. We've got Thompson. He's out there with Harden. And it's Bosch in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Pass to Maggette. Back to Richardson. Maggette right side. And there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the versatile Maggette showing off the quick release there.
Maggette. Shooting for New Orleans, Andre Drummond. At the line for 1.
And that one misses.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Harden the pass to Thompson. That one goes in. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Booker outside. Puts it up. Can't nail the jumper.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Bosch sets the pick for Harden. Second shot opportunity, and Bosch with the layup.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Booker dishes to Richardson. Takes it inside. Good D by Harden. The Nuggets trail by 17 on the wing. Thompson. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Richardson. Here's McGinnis. 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. Got a piece of it. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Fourth quarter of playing. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Something you like about Corey Maggette is that he's a worker. He makes the most of his time on the floor and gives you all he's got.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
It's the time of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes your Nuggets team.
the switch here. Davis is checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. That's good from Maggette. And so he hits both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Harden inside the three-point line. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Thompson against Booker. Bosch, a screen on Booker. Here's Thompson. Here he goes. Maggette kicks to Booker. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. Booker's got 22.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those. Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Richardson finds Davis, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Williams kicks to Booker. From outside, off the mark. Bosch will bring it up for Denver. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. On the free throw, no good. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
13 foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Richardson at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And Richardson drops them both. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. The 17-footer goes down.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Thompson, and the shot goes in. Thompson's got 13 points in the second half.
Not sure that you can be more explosive than Thompson's been here tonight. He's got it in his head that he's going to score every time down the floor.
Now here's Davis, and here's Booker from the arc. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. Nuggets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Harden against Richardson. Harden, no good. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Richardson the pass to Booker. Richardson with the screen on Thompson. And Booker kicks to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. The Nuggets shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Harden. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And that's now 9 points for James Harden.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Turner.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Thompson, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Pass to Booker, beyond the arc. They get it back. And that one's good. Drummond.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Maggette with it. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. AD, efficient night offensively. What got you going there?
I got in the gym yesterday and just played some one-on-one. Get back in the rhythm, get some game shots, and it helped me out tonight. That's it. You know, I just try to stay with it. I'm confident in my game, confident in everything that I do, every shot that I take, and tonight it went in.
Yeah, you were rolling, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. Taking a look at Orlando. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And of course, the Hawks, only a few spots below.
And right now for the Magic, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Now Atlanta starting 5. We've got Kate Cunningham, and it's O'Neal in at the 4. And for the Magic, they've got Daniel Gafford. He's out there with Tari Eason. And it's Lanier in at the 5, roaming the paint. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
On offense, here are the Hawks. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. Shoots. Got a hand on it. Here's Pippen. Pass to Miller. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Carter from outside, and Atlanta misses again. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Lanier.
Atlanta foul. Vince Carter. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Orlando. Pippen, pass to Eason. 6 to shoot. Miller with it. From downtown. O'Neal pulls it in. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Here's Miller. Misses the 3. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. And here's Cunningham outside, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
And make no mistake, Kate Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And Atlanta with possession here. Orlando making their last shot on target from range.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit. He was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Pass to Pippen. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, he gets it in there.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Carter against Eason. Here's Ilgauskas. Pass to O'Neal. Puts up a three, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thank you, Allie. 5 to shoot. There's a screen from deep three-point land. Lanier with the rebound.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Pass to Pippen. Cunningham with some nice D.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Lets it go. Lanier with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Eason, nice spin off the left rim and in. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
The 3, 2, 1, ice. Take it away. On the court is your next squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Magic fans, it's Easter time. Who wants love?
The best long-range shooters amongst point guards. What a luxury to have these guys on your squad. In the third spot, Cade Cunningham. And, of course, LaMelo Ball.
And over the years, we have really seen the point guard position evolve. Give these guys a whole bunch of credit. I mean, what a great group of long-range shooters.
Well, let's put the three-point percentage in a box for a second. It's the range that those guys have that really blows me away. I mean, just about anything inside of half court is doable for them. Those are some long-distance marksmen.
Count that bucket. Cunningham's got 8.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Claxton a screen on Cunningham. Miller can't get it to go. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Goes up on the wing. It's Hayes with the rebound.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Here's Guerin. Sinks it from distance.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's Ball off the drive. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Carter. Atlanta again missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
No shot by Kuzi, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks it. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Claxton. Jones feels it out. This one for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Ball outside. Pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Guerin, the pass to Claxton. Here's Guerin. Here's Kuzi. No points so far. No good with the triple. 32 seconds left in the first. Marley passes to Kemp. 5 on the clock. Pass the ball. For 3. Orlando with the rebound. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
It's all tied in Orlando. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
So it's Orlando now. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. We've got Kate Cunningham, and it's Kemp in at the center position. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got his second basket of the night.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Shays. Now here's Cunningham. Clock at 4. Tries it from the top of the key. Miller pulls it in.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
From deep three-point range. Can't get it to drop.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Pass to Pippen. Shot from the wing. Miller on the wing. Here's Kuzi. Still no points. The Magic need to put one up here. And Miller good for 3. And the Magic lead by 5.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Back to Cunningham. Out left to the wing. Here's Marley. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Kuzi, right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pippen, no good.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Cunningham. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Magic leading by 5. Here's Kuzi. Counted from distance. Kuzi's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Get ready, everyone. See yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Get down. You need dance lessons.
And Atlanta making a change here. And how about we check the numbers for him?
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And Atlanta with possession here. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Cunningham on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Kuzi, the pass to Miller. Poke loose. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Let's take a second to see which teams have been hitting the glass with a fury this season. The Magic in second.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Hawks trail by 8. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Cunningham. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And the Magic making a change here. Gafford's checked in.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Kuzi. And here's Gafford. Miller outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. The turnaround Jay. Eason pulls it in. Orlando leading by 6. Pass to Kuzi. And there's a pick. Jacks up a 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Hawks have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Here's Arizon. Cunningham looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Miller. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Hawks trail by 6. Arizon, pass to Cunningham. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Miller.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Pass to Cunningham. Over Miller. No good. A bit long that time.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Orlando.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 9-point game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Magic making a switch here. Hayes is checked in.
Time for your 407 Dienasty.
Ilgauskas, the pass to Kessler. Ball left side. Shot clock at 5. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And the first one at the line is good.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
And so he hits both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Outside Jones. Pass to Garrett from outside the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Garrett's got 9.
Great pass there from Herbert Jones. When someone's open, he'll find them.
Ball left side. Now Kessler. He's guarded by Claxton. Here's Arizin. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Pass to Hayes. And here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the paint. Here's Kuzi. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple. And the Magic lead by 11.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Arizin. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Now the Magic with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Jones. Here's Guerin. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to be perfect. For the most part, they've really taken care of the ball.
Pippen, he's checked in for Orlando. Hawks trail by 11. Ball passes to Kemp. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Ball right side. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. And Atlanta misses again. Pass to Guerin. Driving in. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court, and whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Atlanta Hawks.
Efficiency, so far not a part of this game plan. Taking outrageous shots on the other end. It's the best way to make it easy on the defense.
Yeah, whatever plan they came in with, get rid of it. Start over.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Orlando leading by 13. They've got Miller. Tari Eason is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Pippen in at the point. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Eason, pass to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. Shots blocked! And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And here are the Magic now. This is the most they've led, 13 points.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Orlando, Bob Lanier, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
There's a screen. Carter from outside. Orlando with the rebound. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Lanier. Cunningham brings the double. 6 to shoot. Here's Pippen. He's covered by O'Neal. Orlando again missing.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Here's Carter. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Orlando with the rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Arizon, pass to Cunningham.
Orlando Bob Lanier, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. Ilgauskas, the pass to O'Neal. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham, confident in his range.
I like this attitude on this possession from K. Just really confident getting into that J.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. right, let's look now at the small forwards who have been making the most of every trip to the line here in the second half of the season. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Miller outside. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. Miller's got 12 points in the game.
All right. After 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Here's Cunningham. Again, the miss by Cunningham.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Miller. And he gets the jumper to drop. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Carter. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Carter's got his second basket. Here's Pippen, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Miller outside. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Magic lead by 17.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. It has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Attention Magic fans. Coming out of the outlet now. It's your 3, 2, 1 hype. Let him hear it. The loud fans on the court is your big squad. All right, Magic fans. Here we are. The T-shirt. Make some noise. For your 3, 2, 1 hype.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the shot goes in.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. PA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Pass to Arison. Kessler a screen. Here's Carter. And the Hawks tack on 2 more. Orlando leading by 15. Here's Guerin. From deep. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now.
Orlando foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. substitution on the court.
The three from Ball. Claxton with a rebound. And it's Jones with the ball for the Magic. Over to the left wing. Pass to Guerin. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Marley. Hawks trail by 15. Ball surveys the floor. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Yeah, terrific work from the mid-range. Ball has an impressive feel when to take these shots.
Jones from outside. Nails it from three. Jones has got himself on the board with a three there.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Ball outside. Clock at 6. The layup misses.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Hayes controls the rebound and the putback. And the Magic lead by 18.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And there's a 3-second violation. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. Fourth, Orlando.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Miller's checked in for Hayes. Orlando leading by 18. Miller outside. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pure from three-point range. Marley's got his second bucket on the night.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Down low, Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Marley. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Pippen. The Magic have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Carter, a screen on Miller. Back to Carter. From 13. Claxton with a rebound. Orlando leading by 19.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Ball. Can they get it? Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
LaMelo Ball at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. And so Ball nails both of them. 5 ticks left in the third. And so it's Orlando ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. Kate Cunningham out there with ball. And it's Kemp in at the power forward position. Harrison misses.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the wing on the left. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Kemp. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Kemp, the pass to Harrison. From the arc. Connects from downtown.
Kick to the outside. Heads-up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
Pass to Guerin. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Lanier. Here's Pippen. Here's Lanier. And finally, that one's good. And the Magic lead by 21.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Now here's ball. Defense is right there. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. The Hawks making a switch here.
The Bruins go downstairs. Vince Carter.
Orlando leading by 21. Pass to Pippen. Outside Eason. To the inside. Here's Guerin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Guerin's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Harrison. And here's Cunningham outside. And the Hawks with another three.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Pass to Guerin. Rebounded by Ilgauskas.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And it's Cunningham missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Guerin gets the bucket.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Outside Carter. Pass to Harrison. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Orlando leading by 21. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
All right, fans, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see what you got.
Gafford passes to Pippen. Here's Guerin. And another three for Orlando.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's the pick. Inside. Here's Ilgauskas. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Here's Pippen. He's watched by Cunningham. Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, B.A. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
Here's Guerin. Stolen by Carter. And there's the drive. Arizon, pass to Carter. Here's Arizon. Cunningham outside. Unloads. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Capable of scoring from a lot of levels. When you guard Cade Cunningham, you're going to have to make a choice. This time they chose wrong.
Here's Pippen. Kept alive. Pass to Gafford. Here's Pippen. 5 to shoot. Here's Eason. Banked it in off the glass. And the Magic lead by 19.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Guerin. The three. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Gafford the screen. Pass to Guerin. Let's go with a three. The rebound by the Hawks.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now Gafford. Pippen, the pass to Eason. Here's Lanier. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Magic.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they earn win number 9. Each win so important in this league. Pass to Guerin. Right wing. Here's Lanier. Finds the net with the inside leaner.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pulls it from 20, and it's Cunningham missing. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. And time now to present our player of the game.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Looking now at some numbers for Kawhi Leonard.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upward. For effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So here's Miami's starting group. Havlicek is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Mutombo, and it's Jackson, and at the power forward. And for Washington, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Allen out there with Jason Kidd. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Olajuwon in at the center. Kidd, no good. And here's Miami, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Now Havlicek. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
And the rejection by Towns. Pass to Kidd. Back to Towns. Kidd kicks to Towns. Here's Leonard, covered by Havlicek. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Poked loose, taken away by Kidd. Pushing it up, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Teams that have been on fire from the three-point line ever since the All-Star break. In fourth, the Wizards.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
Pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. Wizards have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Buries the long-range jumper.
And so sure of himself when shooting the basketball. Allen makes short work of that pull-up.
Here is Lillard. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Towns. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here is Havlicek. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
They grabbed their own miss, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Lillard. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
They throw good, Damian Lillard. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about. when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Now here's Kidd. Scoreless thus far. And the rejection by Jackson. Tatum finds Lillard. Havlicek with it. From downtown, yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's a tie ball game.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. And Coach said he's a guy that can score from all three levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now Havlicek. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Leonard. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And back to his efficiency from three, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. And that drops, so they now lead by one. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Donaldson, he's checked in for Jackson. Derek Lively comes in for Tatum. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lillard.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Donaldson, and he drops it in from the low post.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Rondo passes to Towns, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
A whole lot of everything for Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Pass to Lively. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 4. Rondo passes to Towns. And again, Washington with the triple.
Cat answers with his own three, and he says, I told you I'm the best shooting big man in history. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Towns, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
Bob Diaz checked in for the Wizards. And Miami also making a switch. Allen's checked in for Havlicek. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Avdia. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Donaldson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Rondo off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There's a nuance to the passing skill of Rondo. He just is able to whip that ball around to the open man.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Goes up on the block. Allen's shot is off. Avdia finds Rondo. Now Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Wizards lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
We've got Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Avdia. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Now here's LeBron, and John Havlicek the bucket on the assist by James.
3-point field goal.
LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Kidd driving the lane, up and in on the layup. Kidd's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
The focus from Kidd, terrific at just keeping his composure even when things get tight.
Tatum against Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Tatum's shot is off. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on LeBron James. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
And Washington making a change here. Allen's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kawhi with the flush.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
LeBron outside. Miami again turning it over. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Well, you look at Olajuwon, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Tumbo is checked in for Miami. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Tatum dishes to Havlicek. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. Washington leading now by 3. Allen kicks to Rondo. Back to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys.
Review at the numbers for Jackson. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And back to his efficiency from three, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Now here's Lillard. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. Olajuwon with the block. Kidd against Lillard. Back to Kidd. Inside, Olajuwon. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Lillard against Rondo. Olajuwon with a screen for Leonard. Pass to Olajuwon. It's stolen by Mutombo. The offensive rebound.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Havlicek outside. Here's Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Over Allen. Tatum's shot is off. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. He's checked in for Leonard. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Miami, trailing by 10. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Now Towns, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Olajuwon with a screen on Lillard. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the work there defensively from Tatum, capable of getting the positioning he needs to block that shot.
Rondo passes to Kidd. The Wizards working the ball around now. Down low, here's Olajuwon. That one's not going to go. Mutombo is some nice D. Here's Tatum, and the rejection by Towns. Allen outside. The Wizards with another miss. For Washington, they won their last contest, that game against the Hornets. Lillard, a screen on Kidd. And it's Havlicek missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
No problems knocking that one down. Allen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Tatum. Lillard with it. He's covered by Rondo. To end the run, Lillard misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Kidd against Havlicek, and it's sent back by Mutombo. Wizards making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. Then for the Heat, Donaldson, he's checked in for Mutombo. Derek Lively comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Tony Allen subbed in for Tatum. Off the inbound. Allen's shot is off. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Jason Kidd.
Oh, that's cold. Lillard shows the ball, pulls it back down. Free throw line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And free throw good from Lillard.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And Miami making a change here. James is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Pass to Peterson. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Peterson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just a classic long wing. Mo Pete is a threat from deep.
Now here's James. Back to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside, Towns. Allen kicks to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Tony Allen.
At the line.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Abdiel's checked in for the Wizards. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Miami. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Miami. A 12-point game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Floats it up for James flashes in the alley-oop.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target. LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
They set the pick to the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's the Washington Wizards up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy money, so missing layups for us as pros. So second half, when we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Miami Heat. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Wizards.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The Heat trail by 12. On the court for the Heat, Mutombo is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Tatum, and it's Havlicek in at the 2-guard. Now here's Tatum. 5 to shoot, to the middle, and stolen by Olajuwon. Pass to Kidd. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
And here's Havlicek. Allen defending. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Leonard with no one around. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got his 7th assist here tonight. Outside Tatum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Jackson. No good with the triple. Washington leading now by 17. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
Third in three-point shooting, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Washington on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And nothing is falling for him right now. Wizards leading by 19 points. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Here is Havlicek after the basket by Washington. Pass to Lillard. Washington with the rebound. Kidd's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here is Olajuwon. Covered by Lillard. And it's Olajuwon missing. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jackson dishes to Havlicek. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Havlicek's got 8 points.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Wizards.
Allen surveying the D, and that one good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Lillard kicks to Havlicek. Jackson a screen on Allen. Here's Havlicek. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 23. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Lillard against Kidd. Mutombo is screen on Allen. And that one's good from Havlicek. Havlicek's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
It's time for the dance band. Let's get ready. If you see yourself on the screen, show us your best dance move. Let's go. Let's see those moves. Someone doesn't have any rhythm. Keep it going.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Wizards second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Leonard. 9 points in the game so far. Rondo passes to Avdija. LeBron against Leonard. Pass to Allen. Over in the corner, Avdija. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. With the clock winding down, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
First team foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Washington.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
For three, Kidd gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kidd's got 8 points.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Back to Havlicek. Screen by James. Puts up a deep three. And it's Havlicek missing. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Kidd passes to Leonard. Outside Kidd. Pass to Towns. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Lillard surveying the D. James with it. Lillard outside. Rebound by the Wizards.
Scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
Allen outside. Pass to Leonard. And they pick up 2. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, here is Havlicek. 11 points in the game. Here's Lively. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Brooks is out there with Denny Avdia. Then there's Rondo. And it's Peterson in a shooting guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. It's deflected.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
On the wing, Steven Jackson. Brooks with no one around. Offline with his 3. Jackson against Brooks. Jackson down low. Got it. Good job in the low post. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Hits it from 3-point range.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Caruso, the pass to Coleman. Rebound, Washington.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Jackson. Pass to Coleman. Drills the three-pointer.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Peterson, defended by Allen. And here's Avdia. To the inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
And that one misses. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Pass to Lively. Now Hart, Brooks covering. Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Rondo. Brooks, left side. Back to Rondo. There's the pick. Shoots over Caruso. Avdia on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Avdia's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Caruso, the pass to Lively. Allen outside. Now Hart back to Allen. Inside. It's tipped. Pass to Peterson. Here's Avdia. Rebound by the Heat.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Lively with it. Here's Hart. Heat moving the ball around. Lively a screen on Brooks. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
First free throw is good, and the Wizards making a change here. Olajuwon's checked in, and Miami making a change here. He hits both from the stripe. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Allen. And here is Caruso. Jackson a screen on Brooks. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Rondo looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Clearly a foul.
Fourth team foul. At the line for Washington, Soto. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Now, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the
Thank you.